Hey, Slice, I do Buckaroos. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. How the heck are you? A friend gave me these beers. Orion, thank you. Well, I say these, this is one, but I'm going to, for this video, I'm going to do two from Toppling Goliath. This is the Cyber Sioux India Pale Ale with Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe hops. It is at 7.2%. In the battle against boring IPAs, this beastly brew has your back. It's bursting with tropical fruit, notes from a killer squad of Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe that create mango, pineapple, and fresh tangerine aromas. Raise your glass and charge ahead with Cyber Sioux on your side. So let's see what she's got, shall we? Look at that color. It's very nice. A nice deep golden, I'm going to say. First of all, that's about half color. I see a little bit. I do see color. I just don't differentiate shades real well. Some of the current made-up names for colors I don't see at all. Oh yeah, a lot of big tropical fruit on the nose. This is what I get first, but then you get some citrus zest comes later. May get that hint of that botanical note, almost that pine-like note. Some will describe it as. Oh yeah, that's not bad. I'm on record as saying I'm not the biggest fan of juicy or hazy IPAs. I'm not the biggest fan of, big fruit flavor IPAs. Because I'm too old. I love the old school. However, here's the however. However, this is very nice. It is a nice warm weather as we head into spring. I've got an okay day here. It's about mid-70s, but it's mostly cloudy and overcast. It's not supposed to do anything. If the sun was out, it'd be great. But yeah, it's about mid-70s, so it's not cold by any means. But yeah, so the flavor. So again, much like the nose, I feel those tropical notes out front. I feel those citrus notes near the back end. But there is that again that botanical or pine-like note is in there. Giving it a bit of a West Coast feel for me, anyway. Oh, it's nice. I do prefer the West Coast to the New England or hazies. But I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily hate. Sometimes I get misquoted or misunderstood. I don't hate the style. I just don't like it as much. Meaning, I feel like the market's been oversaturated. I think there is a handful of great ones, but there's just a whole lot of there's just a whole lot of stuff out there. I don't know if this is happening nationwide or not, but I am starting to see, at least in my neck of the woods, and I kind of noticed it when we went to Columbus, Ohio last year. I'm starting to see a resurgence in classic styles, which personally I like. Whether it be classic German styles, I saw a lot of classic German styles in the Ohio area. Seen a lot of that here too, but I'm starting to see a lot of classic English ales come about again in many breweries. Not that we're still not seeing those other things, those funky flavors and crazy IPAs, but I'm glad to see a resurgence in classic styles. I feel like the demographic is mostly my age and above, but I hope the younger folks are starting to drink those classic styles to bring them back. I have noticed younger drinkers seem to be more style specific than us older drinkers. Whereas macro drinkers of a certain age are very brand specific. They want that very specific brand. Craft beer drinkers, especially those of us that were near the beginning, we don't tend to be brand specific, and we don't tend to be even style specific for the most part. But I'm noticing a lot of younger drinkers look for very specific beers. They want milkshakes or sours. But they're very style specific. But I am seeing more breweries concentrate more on classic styles. So I'm hoping there's a resurgence there. But focusing back on this particular animal, I like it actually. A word that you don't typically hear to describe IPAs. This one feels it feels more balanced than most, I guess. I don't necessarily taste that 7.2, but I don't feel like I'm drinking hop water either, which I feel like a lot of IPAs are. So hey, there's just nothing. I like enough malt for those hops to hang on to, which how it should be. But yeah, nevertheless, this is a very nice beer. I want to thank one more time. Take two, Tom. This is my first beer of the day, believe it or not. It's been a long week, though. This is my only day off this week, so I'm trying to make the most of it, man. Thank you, Ryan, for giving me this one. I'm going to come right back with beer number 2 for you. All right, well, hey, Buckaroos, how the heck are you? It's me again. It's me again, Margaret. Anyways, as promised, again, this is one that Ryan had given to me. Sosis Double India Pale Ale with Mosaic hops. Created in humble tribute to the Mosaic artist Sosis Pergamon. We've showcased the Mosaic hops so you can experience the flavors of pineapple and tropical fruit for which it is known. Unfiltered beer sediment is normal. It is at 8.2%. Let you take a look at that. I'm slightly on the hazy side, as you can see. Not that murky, milky New England style, but it is hazy. Anyway, I digress. So bear with me, folks. Had a long 3 days leading up to this day. Mercy. Very nice, welcoming nose. Bright, very spring-like, you know, those big tropical fruit notes. They mentioned pineapple, but it's not going to be unusual if you pick out some passion fruit, papaya, mango as well. Although Mosaic is known for tropical fruit notes, it can impart some citrus as well. It just kind of depends. Gosh, that's nice. Yeah, a lot of big tropical fruit notes. They mentioned pineapple specifically, but yeah, I mean, like I said, mango, papaya, passion fruit. I feel like I'm picking up some stone fruit in there as well, actually, though, too. As our weather starts to get warmer, it is a cloudy, overcast day here in the Ozarks, but it's about mid-70s, so it's not cold. That's why I came out to my pub area, which I haven't been to in a while. It's a tiny little corner in my garage, but it's my, you know, it's mine. It's my space. I won't say safe space because I don't know that anything is safe. Nothing is safe anymore, man. Big Brother is always watching and listening. Anyways, I digress. Wow, this is nice beer, though. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it, man. I really like this one. I do like double IPAs, and for some reason, it seems like whenever I go to breweries, I'll have their IPAs, and I like them, but if they have a double IPA, I seem to enjoy that more. I feel like that's like that with about every brewery I've ever gone to. I seem to prefer the doubles or Imperial IPAs. I like those big, bold flavors. And in some cases, I think I might like them more, not necessarily because it's more ABV, but there's more malt to hang on to the hops. Because I like that thicker, more viscous mouthfeel. That's my issue with a lot of the so-called hazies or juicies these days. The body just seems very thin. But, I mean, Toppling Goliath is what it is, right? I mean, they are well known. They're known for other styles besides IPAs, but it seems like their IPAs certainly get a lot of good press, and for good reason. It's a very fine beer. Perfect spring-like IPA as we head towards that season. We just went past St. Patrick's Day, so now we're heading towards Easter in about a month. We're to focus on those things. But yeah, this is very nice. I do like the beer a lot. So of the two, right, which one do I like better? Somebody is inevitably going to ask. And I don't like to give an answer to that question because I feel like even though they're both IPAs, one's an IPA, the other's a double, we have very specific hops going in both of them. I feel like we're talking about two different animals, although it is essentially the same style. So I don't like to say which one I like better. Both are very high quality beers. Other than to say, like what I said earlier, is I do tend to prefer doubles. So if I were to buy, if I had enough money to buy one can of beer, it was going to be this one or that one, I would probably buy this one. And not necessarily because it has more ABV, but because the flavor profile, the mouthfeel is more to what I personally like. I just never like this. To me, the word better implies quality. So I hate when folks say, well, what do you like better? Well, both are good in different ways. Both are quality beers, so I don't know that I like one better than the other. Now, if you want to say taste preference, I prefer that. Tom, you're talking semantics. Maybe, but I think a lot of folks get lost. I feel a lot of folks say, well, this is better than that when they're talking about two different styles. Again, I just don't like to use the word better because to me the word better implies quality. When folks are talking about better, they're not necessarily talking about a better beer, they're talking about their taste preferences. Nevertheless, you're missing words, Tom. Yeah, you know. Sometimes. Now, bottom line, I do like both of these beers very well. They're done impeccably well, as you would expect them to be. I don't think I've ever had anything bad from Toppling Goliath. There are some that I've liked more than others, mostly because there are styles I like more than others. But everything I've ever had has been done well as per style. So there you go. There you go. That's all I got, man. Anyway, I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and Excuse me, I knew that one was coming. All around good guy, Sláinte. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it.